All right, guys, we are heading out of the driveway here, and all right, here we go. All right, we're going to make a stop with the Whiskey City Cruisers, I believe. That's the plan. Damn it, come on. Still got that off idle hesitation. I still think it's a vacuum leak. I still don't have the idle and everything set right. I want to get this to a shop. I think it's the exhaust is hanging low, and that's what's scraping every time. I need to either get that fixed, or it may be a function of the headers. These headers aren't designed for uh, something this low to the ground. And I think if it wasn't for the exhaust, nothing would run or scrape. So anyway, here we go. I have a GPS-based heads-up display that you put on your dash, and it'll give you your miles per hour. And however, I left it on the bench at home. So anyway, we'll see how this does. This is driving good right now. Of course, I'm in fifth gear. I just don't know how fast I'm going. There's supposed to be when you have a T5 transmission, there's some sort of interface you can connect, because this has an electronic speed sensor in the transmission. It doesn't use the old mechanical gearing. But there's some sort of adapter you can buy that will interface between your mechanical speedometer and the transmission. I don't know how much the thing costs, but it would be handy to have a working speedometer. And of course, in the meantime, I'll use the heads-up display, and I think that'll suffice for now. I'm planning on driving this to Bowling Green in August for the Tri-5 Nationals. So we'll see how that turns out. All right, the heat range is acceptable in the normal range. This thing runs pretty cool, believe it or not. Of course, it's not August yet either. All right. Well, it's about 6 miles into town, and no Chevy's doing just fine. Now, one thing I still need to fix. My steering wheel is 90 degrees out of phase where it should be. It looks like I'm making a right turn when I'm driving straight. When I had all those issues with the steering column and had the wheel off, I inadvertently had the wheels cut one way or the other. So when I put the steering wheel adapter and everything back together, driving perfectly straight has the wheel at 90 degrees off. So anyway, I need to go in and fix that. Anyway, this is only the second Whiskey City Cruisers event of the year, and I was supposed to get there at noon, but it looked like we were going to have rain within the next hour, so I decided not to. Decided to stay at home. Now, something I'll have to give you a report on later. I purchased a new, well, it's not an Edelbrock, but it's a Carter AFB knockoff, an Edelbrock knockoff, a Chinese-made carburetor, brand new, and I wasn't sure, still not sure, if that's going to work very well or not. The carburetor's working fine right now. I can't complain. I need to try to get it to idle better, and I've still been wrangling. I don't think the electric choke works right, uh, but at least I've got it where it's not idle. It's not idling so slow it conks out. When you have power brakes, if your engine is just barely turning over, you don't get much brakes. And coming up to a stoplight, I pushed the clutch in, and I could just feel the power boost draining off without as the engine would just barely keep running, even after it was warmed up. So I probably have the idle adjustments all screwed up, but that's okay. Uh, I've never run a carburetor before, but I like it. I like it. It is much easier, much simpler than dealing with the Holly with all the different parts and pieces. I really haven't adjusted. I've tried to adjust the idle mixture, uh, but at the time I couldn't get it to idle very. It wouldn't idle at like 700 or 800 RPM steady. So I messed with actually messed with the choke. The electric choke a lot. Okay, and I hear a whistle too. I've got this whistling noise from and I think it's from the idle circuit, or you know, and to me that says vacuum leak. That's what it says to me. It's idling pretty fast right now, and that's okay. It's okay. It's better to have it idling fast than too slow. So I probably have the electric choke a little too tight. I see I'm getting a little bogged when you're at a part throttle. Anyway, that'll all come out in the wash, I'm sure. Uh, we'll see if I don't know if you heard that or not. It's kind of a boop, and that's just right off, from coasting to part throttle. Man, we got a few people here today. This looks better than I thought it would. It's kind of funny. I stayed home because I didn't want the car to get wet, but it's not like it has a flawless paint job anyway. Well, guess that's good enough.
There you go. Just don't hit Jim like you did last time. You didn't hit him last time. Yeah, let it roll back.
Well, I can't hardly turn the wheel. Power steering. All right, that's good enough for me. All right, guys, I'm here at the Whiskey City Cruise, and it looks like people are starting to pull out. It's about 3:30. We got some rain about an hour or so away. That if it makes it here, a lot of the rain has not been making it here. It's kind of faded with the faded out with the as it moves eastward. All right. Now, a fellow just left a few minutes ago in an AMC AMX. Beautiful car, absolutely gorgeous. All right. That's one of my favorites right there. Small block. It's a small block Chevy with air conditioning. Oh, here comes the yellow AMX. Oh man, is that thing hitting a lick or what? I think that's the only AMC that was here today. Let's see, we got a Mopar across the way there. I think it's a satellite. I can't rightly tell. But anyway, I got here late, anticipating rain. I got here at 2 o'clock. So, and what do we got there? Looks like Viper, Dodge Viper. All right, that's a good looking Corvette, good looking Camaro there. Looks really nice. All right, guys, I made it back home from the Whiskey City Cruisers, and we had some rain beginning. It wasn't very much, but people were packing up in a hurry to get home, and so I was one of them. Now, the Chevy still is having some conniptions. It's the carburetor. It just has to be. Um, One of the next steps I think I'm going to take is replacing the gasket underneath the carburetor because I think I'm getting vacuum leaks somewhere. Now, some of the vacuum fittings, the hoses are really loose. I bought a set of small clamps, not worm gear, but the type that clamp on off Amazon. And I'm going to put clamps on all the vacuum hoses to try and eliminate the possibility of a vacuum leak. Now, what I haven't tried yet is to get some carburetor cleaner or something and spray it around the base of the carburetor to see if it's leaking from the base. I've messed with the carburetor adjustment, especially the choke, and the choke isn't very responsive. It idles. It'll either idle faster than I want, or when you kick it off fast idle, it'll barely run. And again, from time to time, you can hear a whistle. So that tells me I've got a vacuum leak somewhere. Anyway, and also now this will be something I'll end up trying just for kicks. I bought a new Chinese-made. Well, it's a clone of the Carter AFB / Eldebrock carburetor. So I'm going to put that on, and well, first I'll take it apart, make sure the floats are set right, and clean it up, and before I put it on, um, I'll work to get the choke working right, and to try to get this thing to idle. But again, I think the idle issue just goes back to a vacuum leak. I'm confident that if I go back and do a little troubleshooting, I can find that leak and take care of it because it's surging. At part throttle, it still has that surge. It's idling better. Once it's warmed up, it's idling faster than it should. But under load, say when you're taking off in first gear, when I left the cruise site, there was a lot of bog there. Yeah, there was a lot of bog when I was pulling off in first gear, um, and I had a little jerkiness. Once you get it out on the road, it's fine. It's just not. not taking off well. And again, I think it points to a vacuum leak. I'm just not haven't taken time to sit down and look. Well, the other big event that happened is here in my driveway. One of my headlight doors fell off, and I didn't. I thought that looks like a headlight door. And I thought, well, I don't think it fell off this. I thought, well, maybe it was stuck underneath the car somewhere, and I bottomed out, or it fell off. Well, it fell off around the headlight. Apparently, there were no the screws were loose. And in fact, when I got to the cruise side, I checked the driver's side, and that headlight door is really loose too. So I got to go retrieve it from the driveway and see how badly damaged it might be. I'm not opposed to buying new ones. Just it's an aggravation. All right. Well, that our cruise was curtailed. It usually runs until 6, and right now it's 4 o'clock, so it wrapped up about 30 minutes ago. All right. Well, that's going to do it. And I'll be posting some pictures that I took while I was there of some of the neat cars. And there was an AMC there, which is a rarity among local cruise shows. It was a '74 AMX, which bright yellow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. Now the second, the second generation AMXs and Javelins aren't my favorite, but they do kind of grow on you. And this guy had a 360 motor in it, really, really sharp. I mean, it was nice. And he had an AMX that'd been damaged in a fire, and so the wheels and some other parts from that fire damaged AMX found their way on this new one, and it's gorgeous. You'll see in the photos at the end of this video. All right, well, let's get to those photos, and I'm going to sign off now from following the Whiskey City cruise, abbreviated a couple hours, but that's okay. It was still a good time. Anytime you can talk to car guys about their cars and your car, it's a good day. Take a look at these pictures and then come on back for the next update from here within the Shade Tree Garage.